Hey everybody, this is Jessica Janae, and you're listening to the Sweet Escape Live. Today I have Brandon and Matt. Both are the writers and creators of Bad Web Series, now playing on YouTube. Brandon, Matt, say hello.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, how's it going? You Matt today? You Matt?
Which
Cool.
camera are we looking at?
Either one, don't matter.
Okay.
So you're Matt today?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So I just, sorry about that. Listen,
I'm sorry.
that's one of the actors in the background. If you hear him, you'll get to meet him in person later.
Audience participation.
Audience, yeah, we have an audience here too, so you guys will see him in a little bit. But I want to get started with the podcast and asking some questions about you all. So we'll start with Brandon. Could you give us a little bit about your background and how you got started in filmmaking?
Kind of fell into it. I went to school for psychology. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Ronald got into the program though. But I didn't quite make it, so I went into the government, started working. Being behind a desk, you just get bored doing the same things over and over. So I started writing short stories. From there, people saw that, the characters kind of came to life. So I made it into a video, and from there, I did some skits, and I was like, let's see how it'll look if, it comes out to be a series. So I did DC Yuppies first, 2 seasons of that, and it was great. And then I wanted to try some comedy, and that's when I brought Ronald in, and he came up with the idea, and then we started writing together. So
Yeah. So I'm a little nervous, everyone, but hey. So I went to school for psychology, and then I went to pursue a master's degree in psychology, and so that's the field that I work in professionally. And so when I got involved with DC Yuppies, it was really in a very small role. Brandon had asked me, hey, can you come help out on set, getting lunches, doing stuff like that, just like small stuff. Hey, what do you think about this? And then, like you said, we had the idea to have this show based off the experiences that he's had as a member of the web series community.
remember that time you cooked burgers and they like
Yeah. I was like cooking. I was like going to get lunches.
Right. So you kind of started from the bottom.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Right. They
Glow up. It's
created
real.
the writing.
Glow up. I'm not young to say that.
So I want to ask. So we talked about you all started with DC Yuppies, but now you've transitioned to Bad Web Series. So could you tell the audience a little bit about what is Bad Web Series?
Okay. So.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
When
This is Ronald. Ronald is talking for those that are listening.
So what I want to say about Bad Web Series. Bad Web Series is a show that highlights the experiences of the web series community. I'm sorry?
Nothing.
And so, in reality, like Brandon has, I think some of the feedback we've gotten is that we're making fun of the web series community, but I think that feedback is inaccurate, and like just unfounded, because people will realize that Brandon has been a part of the web series community with producing 2 award-winning seasons of DC Yuppies, which is now streaming on YouTube on Be Creative channel. And most of the experiences that we write about that are reflected in Bad Web Series are directly based from him and what he's experienced, like permits, lights not working, things just go wrong on set. And I think the point of it was to say, okay, you have to laugh at it and learn from it, And so the show was actually targeted to be like for web series community, because again, it's something Brandon works in. We respect it. I'm sorry.
You can put a period there if you want.
Just rambling, right? And so that's what the show is. It's just highlighting those things that go wrong when creating and producing a show. I think that's it.
I think for me, like Ron said,
Pass out after that.
it was a lot. But, no, I think like Ronald said, we highlight a lot of things that go wrong, but we also try to put a plot in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think last season we did a lot of the behind the scenes things, and I think this year people like that, but we wanted to try to make the episodes a little longer so we could have an actual plot, and then put like some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes as like in the background a little bit more, and still have a main plot, but still some of those pitfalls happening. So I think that's what's going to make it different this year, make it a little more exciting. And then the cameras have gotten better. So some of the lighting that we were having in the background, that we would say, oh, well, it's a bad web series, don't worry about it.
Right.
But we were really messing up. It looks better this time. So, it's just another step up in the right direction.
And so when you're creating or even thinking about the ideas to put together the show, where do they come from? How do you even say, okay, I want this character to do this and that character to do that, say this, say that? Where does that come from?
So some of it is things that I think of when I'm watching TV, and I'm like, wait, was that supposed to happen? So if it's something I see on TV, then I'll say, let's play it up on Bad Web Series. Or sometimes we have like conversations about random stuff, and those are some of the funniest conversations. And we're like, somebody needs to make a show about it. So we're like, oh, we have a show.
Right.
Why don't we make it? So we'll throw it in there and like make it like elaborate, make it even funnier. And then he has certain characters that he likes to write for specifically. So he'll like make their lines a little more ratchet.
Right.
I won't say ratchet. Maybe I'll let him
I'll say creative.
But yeah, he has certain characters, and then I guess try to put that creativity into like the storyline so it all flows together.
Right.
Yeah, it works out good.
Yeah, and so with finding the actors and actresses that you have in the show, I know personally some of them were in your first show, DC Yuppies, but then you do have a couple of new people. How do you find the right person or decide on who should play who as well?
I think with Bad Web Series, because it was such a informal show and it didn't go through like a huge process, to start, we wanted to incorporate our friends because we just like being together. We like working together, like you said. Two of them were from DC Yuppies, Karen, who's just a phenomenal actress, and such a good spirit. Tokes, who we've known for years, that we went to college with, and she's always
shout out Towson. You can do
it. Yeah, okay. So she's always she's funny as heck. So I'll say heck.
Thank you.
But the rest of them, like we knew Bradley, and Timmy went to school with. I don't know how Alonzo. No, I'm not trying to be shady. I'm not. I just can't remember, and I think because
Bradley brought him in.
Okay, that's why Bradley brought him in, because I say that because he fits so well with the cast.
Yes, he does,
it was like we've known him forever.
Right.
It wasn't. I really just can't remember.
I don't know you.
We tried it, with the first couple scenes, and it just started to work, and then again, like we started to see people that we like working with, like you when you came in. We were like, Jessica is funny.
I haven't told them yet.
Yeah. Oh.
No, go ahead.
Spoiler alert.
No, go ahead.
I was like, well, no, Jessica's really funny. We should get her to do this role. So
Right.
we tried to match the roles of the show with the personalities of our friends, because we're really not trying to pay nobody. And so
That's true.
So if you want to be keeping it real,
Keeping it real.
keeping it 100.
Yeah.
No, that's really good
I'm trying to
though.
be young.
I think for me personally, and I'm sure other people that watch the show, you can tell how you guys are so close knit and together. So you really can see that on screen, the chemistry between the actors and actresses. So it does look like they just really grew up together because it just works, and so it's really good. So season 2 starts this week.
Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. on YouTube. And what can we expect from the new season? Can we get a hint as to what's coming?
Well, I'll say for episode 1, you do get to see what happens to Greg and Tony after the whole train crash and all of that. Somebody, might not make it. You have to watch. We'll see Timby or Latavion, the character. We'll see her with her new boyfriend. I think at the end of season 1, you saw her and Trishelle finding out they were dating the same guy, or Trishelle thought that she was still dating him, and he was like it was over. So we'll see them, meet up again. And then we'll see Jessica. Yeah, we'll see what she brings to the show. A lot of shade, though, but
And also with I don't mean to cut you off. With season 2, we do a lot more character development, so you get to know the characters just like a little more, and we try to pull back from the more overt and like obvious things that go wrong with the web series, and focus a little bit more on like plot lines and the comedic aspect and delivery of it. But that other stuff is still in there, so you get to know the characters a little more. Get to meet some new characters. I think I can't remember, but it's good. No, it's like it's really good. I like it.
No, that's really good. And so, how can people? We said on YouTube, but then how do they find it on YouTube and also connect with you all more on social media?
He doesn't like to be contacted.
My page is private,
Yeah.
but if you need to contact me, you can go through the Be Creative Instagram.
That's a special
Handle.
spelling.
Oh, you want me to say? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's BECRE, the number 8 IVE_. Try too hard to be creative. Same thing on Facebook. It's B.E.Creative Productions. You'll see bad web series, DC Yuppies, all that stuff. YouTube, B.E.Creative. But it's easier on YouTube to just type in bad web series. It'll pull up the whole season 1 and do the same thing for season 2 once we start adding the episodes. Tuesday, if you join us at 7 o'clock, there is a chat function or premiere function. So you can watch the show with us, chat live. We can all watch it together, kind of like a Instagram, YouTube party. So join us.
Any final words before we depart for now?
Yeah, because you got a lot to say over
I was like chat function.
there. You ain't even Instagram.
Right.
It's a handle.
Familiar with that. But no, just check out the show. We really thank everybody for the support. It's been really well received. The support has been phenomenal. It's been beyond my expectations, and I'm sure it has been for Brandon too, because when we created it, it was just like, let's do this as friends. We did not expect it to be this big, to amass this cult following. And I'm sizing it. It's like 20 followers. But no, we did. It's been really well received. It's been a great experience, and I look forward to watching with you guys.
Me too. All right, you guys. So this is it. This is part 1 of the Bad Web Series interview. I will be back shortly with the actors and actresses of the show. So make sure you guys come back on live. And then also you can listen to the audio version of this live podcast on Wednesday at the Sweet Escape. And I'll post those details later. Thank you so much, Brandon and Ronald, for being with me today. And make sure you guys tune in on Tuesday, YouTube, Bad Web Series. Bye.